Hey guys, we're back outside today and me and my grandma are doing the circle garden bed today, finishing that up, and then we're also going to be adding a flower bed around the telephone pole that's in our yard, and we're going to be putting snapdragons in there and stuff. We're also going to be doing the yucca plant flower bed, but not today, and we might be doing some other stuff too, just like some other random tasks, so stay tuned. We've been in about here probably about an hour. This is what we got done. This is what my grandma's done. She's doing a good job. Tulip bulbs she found. While she's been doing that, so the reason why we're planting snapdragons over here is because she wants to kind of like hide the telephone pole. And I feel like snapdragons will get a little bit of height. And then we might plant some like wildflowers up in there to try to take care of some of the weeds. And add a little bit more color too. So dig around there, I'm about to fill it up with some dirt. With the ground dirt that I took up, put some around this. It was a struggling bush that my grandma wanted me to trim down really, really low. Maybe whenever it regrows, it might grow back a little bit stronger and more full. Then over here, but I used some of that dirt. There was an old tree here and it had a really, really big dip in the yard. Like, why not fill it up with dirt? So I'm probably gonna dig all that out and in between it, fill it up with some dirt, plant these, but we put some more grass on top of there as well. This I really want to do something with because it has a tree stump that's really, really decayed, squishy. So I think it's going to hold a lot of nutrients. So I would definitely want to plant some flowers or something there because I feel like it would be very, very fertile soil. All right, let's get back to it. I should work from the back and work my way up. So we'll save the snapdragons for last. But I might incorporate some of this in the front too. But we're gonna do the wildflower blend with bird and butterfly. Hopefully they'll come over here. That is a lot of seeds. Hopefully they grow in between the grass. These look like, oh my gosh, these are tiny, tiny. Tiny, tiny. I have a hard time trying to plant these. Oh, that was all the seeds. Probably put a thin layer of topsoil back down, watered them really good. Purple Prince zinnias, they're really pretty, and then the mixed flowers that are hummingbird and butterfly attraction. Nana's doing a good job over here. She's fast. Wow. Okay. Taking those Purple Prince zinnias. So the seeds are kind of bigger. So I'm thinking maybe a few right there. Next, we're taking these mixed flowers and putting those all just around in there. You scatter, so perfect. Okay. Alright, you guys, so this is what it looks like. Kind of a mess right now, but trust the process. I'm thinking about planting forget-me-nots right there because the blue would look really good with the green, and then all the colors over here from the wildflowers and the snapdragons would look really nice. So I think blue would be a good touch underneath that one. Then we would have a little path, like kind of like where the grass is at, where it naturally curves. To go around that in this circle. We can zigzag it around over here, do some of this one day. Over here my grandma has gotten half of this circle bed pretty darn close to being done. Thinking about putting these chamomile seeds, these zinnias, all up in the front half, and in the back half we can do maybe some watermelon and some squash in the back half where people can't really see it. We have a little path going from over there, figure eighting through all those circle flower areas at some point, and then maybe around this too. Also, for future plans, we're trying to think about like a bush or like a tree that blooms really nice. It gets kind of big for privacy. We're gonna probably start planting them around something like that line. Probably plant them straight across, and that leaves like a little bit of gap from the road to the same bushes or trees that we'll plant. A little army of trees or bushes. And then we thought about making a driveway little area and planting like some small flowers that kind of get a little bit higher than driveway, but not by too much. And following them along this side and the other side as well, maybe. Same bush or trees over here, just a little bit. We can't walk the stop sign. I guess we could dig around in it, plant some flowers. Over here, this other stump that we want to do something with. Not too sure what we will, but we'll get there at some point. Me and my grandma went on a walk today as well, and for this raised bed, saw up some of these sticks, put them in there. That way we don't fill the whole thing up with dirt. Little garden update. Lettuce really is taking off up here. Chives, still don't see no chives. We might have to plant something else or redo those. Onions are doing great. You can see them kind of sprouting in each 3 of those quadrants, and then the marigolds. Basil still coming through. Marigolds over here. Wait, I see a little green. Could that be pepper? Maybe. Is there any cilantro coming up yet? Not yet. But maybe those are growing good. I think these are flowers, and they're called something button. They're purple and white, like a very dark, like maroon purple or like a burgundy. So these are gonna be really pretty, I think. Hopefully these are what they are. Grandma's fern's doing good. Winter cactus over here. Forget-me-nots right here. And white alyssums over there. This flooded when it rained the other day. Really bad. I had to come out here with a cup and scoop out the water. Marigolds are growing in here. Some cucumbers I see. Some cucumbers again. Some cucumbers. Cucumbers. So the cucumbers are doing great. Marigolds are coming in again. Oh wait, those are nasturtiums. These are nasturtiums over here growing. They kind of look like that. The lavender still hasn't taken off or anything yet. Hoping those do good sooner or later. The purple pink variety, the morning glories, are coming in good. Need to put some more soil in there. These are probably weeds, but we'll let this do this thing still. Cosmoses. Tomato plants are getting big. They're getting really big actually. See, you can really see these nasturtiums. They really like it over here in this. I got some dill growing actually. I was scared for the dill, but it's really coming through. The whole line is. Marigold, same way. Then we got the squash. They're really perking up. A little yellowing, but I think they'll be okay. A lot of budding on them though. Yeah, really happy with how that turned out. Hopefully the grass takes well and these flowers really take off soon. Add a little color to the yard. Make it look really nice. Yeah, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you drop a follow to keep on watching with the garden updates. And look forward to talking to y'all soon.